I'm your host, Akil Patterson. Now get ready for non-fungible, wonderful, Mr. Wonderfull himself, NFT time. My name is Akil Patterson, the big three of me, coming at you in just 1 second. Welcome back to the Big Three and Me. I'm your host, Akil Patterson, here with Mr. Wonderfull, fun, non-fungible. Right. And we're going to talk today about my favorite things, obviously crypto, culture, and competition. And it seems like you've taken your passion. Well, actually, let's rewind that. Background story is you are creating art with NFT tracks, right?
Yeah, man. So, when I came into the VEVE space, I'm already a musician. I started being on YouTube and I realized that I could really blend my passion for music with these NFTs and talking about them because I like to rap about different topics and VEVE was like perfect, man.
That's what's up. That's what's up. So now you're rapping about VEVE. Tell us about the first one you dropped there on VEVE because you just felt like it was going to be fun.
Yeah, so the first track I ever dropped was it was called Omi Homies, I think. When it was like me just rapping about like, yo, manifest, I invest with my homies. That was the first song I ever made for Ecomi. And I remember I have a video on my YouTube where I'm kind of bumping it at the intro, like, yo, man, I just dropped this, man, but let's get into this information. So that was my first track and people were liking it. So I started dropping more, man.
Now, when you're creating these, are you using like a sound mixer or are you just grabbing stuff from the air, the internet, or are you making the beats yourself?
Yeah. So, since I've been making music for a while, I have a lot of producers who send me beats and stuff. And I actually use this computer right here. This is actually my studio. So this mic and these speakers, this is what I use to create everything. I do it on Logic. So I do the engineering. I get beats and I also add to the beat sometimes too. So if you hear that Disney track I made, I'm adding the steel drums, I'm adding different stuff into the beat just so that you still get my vibe in it too.
Well, I definitely like the beats and the feels and the music. So, but how'd you get into music? What kind of brought you into this world of music anyway? Like, were you just sitting around the house bored?
No, it's crazy because I've been in music since I was a kid. And it's crazy because when I was a kid, I actually had a hearing problem and the doctor had to put tubes in my ears just for me to hear. So, for me coming from that background, for me to love music so much, it's just like something that I'm super passionate about. And I remember one of my earliest memories, my mom, she does like, writing, and she was actually working at a studio where they were doing like these radio show stuff. And I was able to go on there and just be in the studio environment. And, I've always loved music. I started making music when I was in middle school, but I was even writing music when I was in elementary school. So yeah, I just been loving music, man.
That's what's up. It's funny you say that. Like one of my good friends, he's hard of hearing and he has a phenomenal voice. He can sing, play guitar. And I asked him like, why music? He goes, because I want to hear. Like that's why. He's like, I want to feel the music. And so, that's big ups to you, like coming from a place where like you struggle to hear it. And now you're like, no, I'm going to create it. I'm going to create this artwork that is just something that becomes part of you. Right.
Yeah.
And that to me is amazing.
Yeah, man. Yeah. Because you want to feel, man, you want to hear, you want to experience things. And, with music, I always like to put my thoughts on there in a way that people can really vibe with it and even help them in their own life. So if you listen to the album, you'll see I say a lot of things that can be positive for somebody if they listen to it, where they might want a diamond hand or they might think more positive. I want my music to empower people as well.
So now that you're empowering people, you're empowering them in a new genre of of music actually altogether. It's using NFT, blockchain technology. Is that what we're going with these days? Like,
Yep.
you beat Snoop and Death Row Records to the curve on this one. Talk about how you like just fluff up your chest and look like, yo, I done beat some of the greatest before they got their stuff out. I mean, Nas didn't even have his token out, like his stuff out. So talk about it, like how you were coming up, how they're following your lead.
Yo, yeah, it's crazy, man, because I was the first person to really, do music NFTs the way I did it. And, I did it for my album, but I did it even earlier before that for a single I dropped when VEVE dropped the Ecto 1. But, as soon as NFTs came out, when I understood it, music was one of the things I was like, yo, I need to really tap in and see how the music industry could change. And my producer, Arco, who produced so much on the Non-Fungible album, he was one of the first people to call me up saying, yo, man, NFTs, man, we got to be the people that can change the industry. We got to be the people that do something different with this. So, brainstorming with him and thinking of different ways, I created a way where one NFT is 1% that you can get royalty for. And I do this through the DistroKid platform. And this was, the first time an artist really has done this on the scale too. So the fact that the whole fam came together and bought the album too, this has been a major experience, and I'm just blessed to be in this position, man.
So tell me about this DistroKid. Like, how does that operate? How does that work? Is it just, people just, going online paying $1.99 or, 0.03 ETH for the music, or what is this all about? How do you get into it?
So, me, I'm a type of person where, I have an idea, I work hard to it. So with this, way that I'm doing the distribution, it's like more of like a distribution company. Mm-hmm. So I even dropped a video on YouTube where I show exactly how I do my process. So because I know that right now, a lot of people that want to support aren't in NFTs and don't have a wallet and stuff, or they might have a wallet, but it's kind of hard for them to navigate. I do everything through my website. So I also do web design. I also create websites. So through my website, I was able to set it up where people can pay $10. They enter their ETH wallet, and they enter their email. From there, I'm able to send out the Polygon NFT to their wallet that is connected to it's all connected to one wallet too, and one collection. So people could go through to the collection, see who owns how many shares, and that goes to how many percentage they have. So, I use this information, and I also go to DistroKid and do the splits from there. I've been using DistroKid for a while, and you're actually able to do different percentages per person.
That's crazy. Like, so now you're saying, hey, you know what? The community will be able to make a percentage off of my music as well. Like, it's not just, this is why one of the things they're saying about Web3 is about its layered approach. It's like bringing communities together. It's saying it's not just one person that can profit, because that's effectively what's happened for years in the industry, right? In the music industry, it's like, hey, record label profits off the label, artist spends 382 days on the road. I know there's only 352 days in a year. Please don't get me all, calm down, folks. But like, you know what I mean? Like, somebody really has to say, no, we're not going to be spending my time on the road. And especially during COVID and just the way venues just aren't booking the way they used to.
See, but now this is why I also have a solution to that, because, I'm very involved with VEVE. I was one of the first people on VEVE. And recently I have been, on this new platform called OVR. And this is a way where I can actually bring a digital experience. And this is like the metaverse, because I'm able to own digital land. People are able to come to my land. I could talk to them on their avatar in a live room. They can hear everything I built. Like even today, I built a replica of the first showroom from VEVE in OVR. So I feel like with music, I'm also about to show people how to do metaverse events. So I'm going to take it from, me distributing it to now I'm throwing shows. I'm showing people how they can actually have these virtual events.
Well, slow down, brother. You know, this be going out there live and for free. So listen, if you're watching this is not financial advice, but home me up if you need to throw a virtual event, throw a party or something. Because I'm not gonna do it. I'll tell everybody, you know, everybody know me. I am very, very practical. I'm not throwing a party ever for anybody. I keep saying when we finally go into that island after I get all this, you know what? It's funny. I've got the kaleidoscope passes, the diamond ones. And now they said you got access to an island in the Philippines. And I was like, oh shit, this is great. Cause I keep saying, I don't want an island because I don't want to have to pay for, you know, food and people and cars and, you know, landscaping. Yeah. That's money I want to spend. But now I got access to one. Anyway, you brought up, you know, being able to, you know, earn money, revenue from this, and people are earning it with you. They're earning money with you. What's the downfall of that? What's the part that you don't like of people being able to earn money with you while you're in the Web3? If there is one. I mean, I don't know if there is one.
Well, yeah. With, you know, music, you know, one of the things that this is right now, you know, I made my project $10 for one royalty. This was something that I feel like, you know, it wasn't a crazy amount. This is not $100 or $1,000. I want to charge something reasonable where somebody can support me, support the project, and also get royalties. So one of the things about music is, you know, royalties, it takes time. You got to accumulate. But this is something that somebody can own for the rest of their life if they just hodl it. So throughout my career, you know, they can be earning a percentage off of everything that I'm doing. So that's the part that I love about the NFT. You know, sometimes there are issues though. So like even when I did this, the first time I did it, you know, I had no issues because the amount of people that did it, it was a small amount. It was like 5 to 10 people. This time I'm doing hundreds of people. So there were a couple issues that I had to deal with. However, I recently did just change up the system a bit, you know, and I fixed some of those issues. But, you know, I learned a lot from VEVE too, because even when I was coming into some of these issues, I was kind of feeling bad, like, yo, like I need to make sure that everything is going smooth. But, you know, I'm learning, and this also can help me help others too, because one of the things that I want to do is help give out information, and I want to help people out as well. So to be one of the first people doing this, sometimes you're going to run into issues, but I'm a type of person where I'm going to make sure that I make everything work. I'm going to go hard every day for my business.
That's what's up. Yeah, sometimes you got to go hard in the paint, not just for yourself, but for your products. All right, let's shift it. So you're moving along now. Like, so there was your culture. You were working for it. You got your music done. Now the competition of it, the space is getting crowded. And you know how space, when they get crowded, it gets to be like real funny. People act real funny. It's like, this was my idea or this is my idea. Are you noticing that a lot of people are just trying to jump in right away to make a quick buck? Or are people actually taking their time learning technology and being part of the community?
So I actually realized that, you know, a lot of people that I tell about it, they're kind of taking their time. They want to see, they want to learn it, they want to understand it. You know, there are people who have jumped into it and kind of want that quick flip. And, you know, there's a lot of people like that in this space, I feel like. But I feel like there's a good balance of each. I feel like there's a pretty good balance. There's a lot of people who I know are here for the culture. And there's some people who I know trying to get to that bread, to get to that bag. But I've honestly been seeing like a pretty even approach with that.
Yeah. I mean, I feel as though that, like, again, there's a lot of people that are just out here to make a dollar. For me, I look at people and I go, I don't mind you making money, but I want you to be smart about why you're making it. Like, don't throw yourself underneath the bus, you know, just really be practical about it, right? Like, know how much you're gonna get from this, and understanding contracts and smart contracts and how to build on top of the technology. So that's what I really like about, you know, people being in this space and understanding. So as we move through, you know, we got our crypto, and obviously, so what drives this NFT projects, and what kind of crypto are people getting in, and why should people be getting into crypto, especially around NFTs? I mean, isn't the whole point of it to have art and not money? But now there's money attached to it because you guys are giving it utility, I guess.
This is the thing. We are some of the earliest people in these projects. So what we're headed into right now, what we're experiencing is an opportunity to invest in something that you believe in. I come from a graphic design background. I come from a music background. I'm a very a digital type of person. I've always grown up around electronics. So me being in this space right now, I see where it's been and I see where it's going. So I want to invest into projects that I could see myself being heavily involved with over the next 10, 20 years or the rest of my life. When it comes to these tokens, we have a good opportunity because we are some of the first people to ever invest in it. That means that we will experience some of the biggest gains. We will go through some of the biggest ups and downs. But, this is an experience that we will be on with a lot of people. As the years go on and the coin starts to stabilize a bit, it's not going to be as exciting. So right now, this is that exciting phase where so many people want to get involved. And I think that you should just get involved with something that you actually like and enjoy.
Well, I like all of my crypto. I like all the technology that's behind it. So why don't you tell me your big three? What are the three cryptos that you are most excited about?
Let's go.
Not financial advice, but just
not financial advice.
Yeah, just the three you're most excited about, because I know what mine are.
Yeah, I know what mine are too, yo. All right, top one, OMI. You know what I mean? OMI is a great token. The utility behind it, the community behind it, the team behind it. I love OMI. I don't even have to go too deep with that. IMX. This is something that I'm investing into because I understand how many projects are going to be using this IMX token. Layer twos are about to be huge, and IMX is leading that way. IMX is going to be the biggest layer two. So the IMX token at $1 right now, based on where it can go, I feel like this is just a no-brainer.
Mm.
And also, OVR is another token that I'm investing in because this app kind of reminds me of VEVE for digital land, where you can actually own digital land. You can buy it from your phone using a crypto. You can connect your wallet to OVR. You can even use your NFTs in 3D. And this is all using the OVR token. So the OVR token is how you buy land. And they also have a burning mechanism too, where 50% of every land sale, 40% of that gets burned, and then 10% of that goes back into the community. So I feel like their tokenomics are simple. They have ways where you can stake it. They have nodes. I believe that this is a underrated project right now, but I believe when people start using AR glasses or augmented reality headsets, OVR is going to be on the come up.
Now, is OVR even related to Oculus at all or no?
It's not right now, but they do have, these type of integrations with headsets and stuff. I'm not sure if it's Oculus right now, but the team behind it is strong. They have a lot of great, minds behind it and technology. So I could see them being on that.
Yeah, I like that. And you know what? I like the way that, it's like you took one of my courses or something and you're reciting all the things I tell people to look out for. It's like, hey, what does the team look like? Is it, is there liquidity locked up? Where's the contract live? Have founders tokens been released? Like all those types of things are great points, because guess what? That's how you do your due diligence and research to figure out if you're going to invest in something or not.
Yep. Yeah, I had to learn the hard way one time, but since that time, I have done my due diligence. I have done my research, and I make sure that everything is in order. I see, I want to make sure that nothing could go wrong with my investment. I have a family. I got things I got to do, so I'm trying to be smart about my decisions.
Well, you know what, brother? I think that it's great. Number one, that you're involved and engaged in the community, especially over there at the OMI coin. Because I tell people all the time, like, look, I can grow my community any way I want to. And I just happen to have like this really cool thing about OMI. Like I'm a collector, but man, I love the utility that sits behind it. IMX. I 122% behind you. And then I didn't do OVR, but I do the Metaverse Index. It's an index fund. So, like I always tell, like people, my big three of 2022 are OMI, IMX, and Metaverse Index, but OVR, I mean, you can throw that in there. It probably does. But again, this is not financial advice, folks.
Not financial advice.
So with that being said, big three and me appreciate you, Mr. Wonderfull, non-fungible, coming on the show. What would you like to tell the folks one last time about you? Where can they find you? Where can they hear this great album that you released?
Yeah, man. So, when it comes to what I want to do in the space, I want to take the experience to the next level in a positive way. I want to create places where communities can come together, have fun, learn, and enjoy. And, my website is nftwonderland.org. This is where you can find my album. This is where you can find different updates. I'm on Instagram under ITZ Wonderfull with 2 L's. It's Wonderfull. If you look for me on Spotify, Apple Music, it's Wonderfull. Instagram, it's Wonderfull. And YouTube, non-fungible Wonderfull, man.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, as always, my name is Akil Patterson, host of The Big Three and Me, powered by G Media. Have a great day and an even better, well, maybe not even a better tomorrow. Have an amazing tomorrow.